show you your part, right? So this is the one that we've been talking about as we built it. This is a 6.2 liter Magnuson 2650 supercharged LS engine, and it runs on hydrogen. So remember I told you how I need these specific things, right? And it turns out you guys do it every day, so it wasn't really specific. This is a longer tube version of a short tube header that you guys built. This set was actually designed for a Camaro. We had to tweak them a little bit to put them in our chassis, but we added thermocouples to them. This is a 1 3/4 tube. Our target here is 500 horsepower. Because this runs on hydrogen, it's zero emission.
And these actually 1 3/4 and 1 7/8 stainless headers.
Yep.
Step header, yeah.
Yep. Step headers.
Yeah.
So, but this is, it runs on hydrogen. The byproduct of burning hydrogen, and this is an internal combustion engine, just like you probably drove here in today. Used to run it on gasoline. We've redesigned it, converted it to run on hydrogen. The only byproduct is a very minuscule amount of N2O and water. And obviously it comes out because of temperature. It's a steam in the exhaust. It cools as it goes through the exhaust. That's why it was so critical that we use products like yours that are a high grade of stainless, and we don't have to worry about failures in the components.
How does it sound with the mufflers?
That's the other great part about being a V8. We still have a 4th order exhaust sound, so it still gives us that rumble. It's a touch higher tone than what we typically get, but you guys build a number of different mufflers, and obviously I've used hundreds of them through the years, and so you sent me the set I think are the right ones for us, for what we're doing here. We get the right sound, we still get that deep tone, and people just are losing their mind that we're zero emission.
Yeah, how many weeks did it take you to build this truck?
We built the truck in 10 weeks. We do everything in-house. We do it at Diversified Creations, my other company, and all of the body and paint was done in-house. All of the trim work is done in-house. All of the custom work, all of the fabrication, everything, 10 weeks.
That's phenomenal.
So the emblems.
Look at the emblems over here.
So.
Sick. All CNC, hand painted.
Yeah, I hand painted every one of those emblems. I stole a little trick from my friends at Bear Brakes. I used hypodermic needles, and I thinned the paint, and then I would draw the paint into the needle, and then I would use the needles to fill the cavities around where, and then create the colors.
Hey, so all the time you want to make some toy soldiers. Perfect for you.
Now I'm experienced, right? I'm ready.
Yeah, they're like G.I. Joe.
Yeah. Everybody's kind of like, I said, I need hypodermic needles, and they're like, what? So what do you? I said, I need different sizes, right? Small, real tinies, everything. You actually can find them on Amazon, believe it or not, as a whole kit. And, so I ordered that in, and
this one you have a tint on it, actually. Wow.
Yeah, it's all we fit all that, right? So this
is actually like a tint to it, light tint. Isn't it light tint to it?
Yeah. I ordered glass specifically tinted.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Look at you.
So I'm picky, right? So the dashboard is one of my personal favorites. So the dashboard is a 55 holes, and then we cut it down 7 inches because it was too wide for the car or for the truck. And we integrated all the components in it. We re-chromed everything. We made the stainless panels. We moved all the radio. It's got 1,000 watts of kicker audio. That's behind the glove box.
Wow.
It's got all the speakers. Got a 12-inch kicker sub in the back. Got an amp hidden under the seat. But we took the gauge cluster. Classic Instruments built that for me. And because our fuel tank is measured by pressure and gas, we use a 5,000 psi pressure transducer onto the fuel tank, and that outputs a signal that the gauge reads. So as the pressure drops, the gauge drops. So we actually have a functioning hydrogen gas gauge in a 1955 volts cluster.
Not bad.
All of the other components are electronic. The speedo's electronic. It picks up a speed signal out of the Tremec transmission, and it's calibratable. Even the clock, it's an all digital movement clock that we put in on the right side. That all functions. I mean, everything, right? This is the level we work at.
Next level, the bed's all. What is that? Is that oak wood?
Yeah, it's all oak, and it's all sealed. It's got 3 coats of urethane on it.
How many times bodies. This is a 1 ton.
This-
1 ton chassis. You put some bricks back here.
Yeah, this started as a, actually was a tow truck the first 65 years.
Oh, really? Was it?
Yeah, I bought it off of eBay out of Minnesota, and then brought it home. It was a 3600 originally. So we only used the cab and the doors and the hood. The rest of it we just scrapped. But there were so many things that, you know, and issues. You know, like you're a great friend, and when I call you and I say I need something right away, you come through, right? Same deal with Forge Line, who built all my wheels. We did all the layout with the original rear fenders, and then these are reproductions, and we put these in. They're narrower than the original were, so I needed the tires hit the fender. So I called Forge Line, called Dave at Forge Line, and said, Dave, I'm in trouble. You know, I said, I got this idea how to modify the wheels. He said, I think that'll work. Okay, that's the path I'm going on. He called me back.
It looks like they're 2-piece. Like
They're 3-piece.
Yeah. I see now.
He called me back an hour later and he said, look, he said, I'm going to just build you a new set of wheels. And I'm going to change that dimension an inch. I said, I have to have them tomorrow. This was Wednesday before SEMA, and we loaded on Friday at 1 p.m. I said, I have to have those wheels tomorrow. He said, we will build them today and have them shipped to you. You will have them tomorrow morning. And he did. I mean, it's relationships and long-term relationships that you've built with people, owners of companies, people like yourself, Dave, so many others. When I make that phone call, they know that we operate at a high end. They know that we're high exposure, all of those things. And even if we weren't, they come through for me, just like you did.
That's great. I mean, not for nothing. I mean, when I seen this truck yesterday, I told you, really? He's like, what? I'm like, this nice? I'm like, really? I thought it would be ish. He was like, whoa. So impressed.
This is what we built, right? So
Only one level. You know, the top level done.
that's it. We run wide open.
Flat out. Burp the gas once in a while, right?
Yeah, try not to, but every once in a while even I get sick, right?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I have a great team, right? My people back at Diversified and my people at Arrington. Every single employee I have had some part in the build of this truck. Whether it was chasing parts, whether it was chasing bolts, whatever it might have been, it was building the engine, it was doing the machine work, it was wiring it, it was plumbing, it was body paint, interior trim. We do everything in-house. Right? That's my trim shop, my trim guy that created that interior. This paint is my paint guy. This body work, these are all aftermarket parts. Look how they fit. That's what we have in-house, and that allows us to do crazy things like 10-foot builds.